What's up, guys? I'm here with not actually a pickup video. I'm actually doing a video about some of the RPGs I have. Um, I'm a big RPG fan. Uh, RPGs are some of my favorite games ever. So I just want to talk about some of the RPG games that I actually have. Here, we're going to actually start off with the Wii U. And here is Xenoblade Chronicles. I played it a little bit. I was actually going to do some gameplay on it. But every time I do it, I don't have the audio, the audio game settings correct. So once I get that right, I'll upload something on that. Dragon Quest Swords. I haven't played this game much. Actually, I haven't played the shit at all. Someone got it for me for Christmas a couple years ago, and I just haven't played it. But I am looking forward to the new Dragon Quest game that's coming out. I'm really excited for that. Apuna. This is another game on the Wii U. I played this a little bit, maybe like 3 years ago when I first got it. Yeah, I just haven't. I don't know. I just haven't cracked it open. Baten Kaitos Origins. This game here apparently is getting harder to find, and it's starting to go up in price. I got it on a really good deal. Got it for like $20. I seen it, picked it up. I had to have it because I had the original Baten Kaitos for the GameCube, which I beat when I was in high school. Which I have this right. I have it right here. This game is awesome. Great storyline, music, characters, love everything about it. So getting this one, I had to get the second one. Infinite and Discovery. What can I say about this? Not too much. I played it a long time ago, and I got sidetracked on a different game, and I don't remember anything. I'm about to start this game over from the beginning. Dragon Age 2. It's a Western RPG, but I'm more of a JRPG fan, but it's part of the RPG thing, so I just decided to show that. Enchanted Arms. This I can't really say too much about because I barely remember anything about it or what it's about. Yeah. Now on the PS3, Cross X Edge, or Cross Edge X. I picked this up at a GameStop. This game is actually getting harder and harder to find. It's by Nice, so I seen it. I picked it up, and they was like, "Man, one of the guys when I went to go pick it up, he was like, I should have got it a long time ago." So I was like, "Yeah, let me get this." The next game I have here is get that out of here. Mugen Souls. This is the first one. It's getting harder to find. The copy I found sadly doesn't have the art, the game cover. But what I was gonna do, I was at a GameStop the other day, and I was like seriously about to just pull the art book out, like the cover, because it has the back, it just doesn't have the front. Just pull that out and put it in there, or I just buy the case and just give them this all one. I hate not having that original game case for games, but if I can't find the game and the only thing that I can find is something without, sometimes I'll sell it if I really want the game that bad. And then this, Tales of Xillia. I'm a big fan of the Tales series. This game, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed, the battle, the battles and everything of the game, and the fight mechanics. But the story, is almost every JRPG, pretty much. The characters I couldn't really get attached to the characters like that. The characters that I actually got attached to more or enjoyed more was like the bad guys in the game. So, yeah. Right here we have Star Ocean Till the End of Time on the PS2. I played this a couple years ago, and oh no, longer than a couple years. I played it in college, and I remember enjoying it then. So I thought I'd buy it over, and I haven't been able to play it yet. Here, Final Fantasy Mystic, well, Crystal Chronicles. Ooh. This is not really an RPG. I don't. It has like RPG elements, but yeah. Here is one of my, favorite games on the PS2, which is Dragon Quest VIII. Um, Everything about this game I love. The game mechanics, the story, the music, everything. I love this game. I never beat it. I had it at one point, and when I went off to college, I left it with I don't know who I left it with, but they sold it, so I had to get this back. I think this game here is my second most favorite Final Fantasy game, and this is Final Fantasy X. I loved everything about this game: the story, the graphics, the music, everything. This was just such a great game. I like this better than 7, and this comes second to me, which is Final Fantasy VI. Final Fantasy VI is my favorite Final Fantasy game, and then 10 is second. Another game is you guys seen this before, Grove Lancer Chronicles. It's a successor to the Langrisser series, which hasn't really came out in America like that. So a lot of these games haven't come out in America, but I took a little bit of Japanese in high school. I'm actually brushing up on my Japanese now because I want to be able to play these games. I can read more than I can speak. So, be able to play RPGs and a lot of them that haven't come out in America. I'll be able to do that. Here's another one. This one here is for the 360. I don't hear many people talk about it. I haven't heard many things about it. I've had it for a while, and it's Magna Carta 2. I barely remember anything about the game, but I let my sister borrow it, and she had it for like 2 years. But from what I remember, it was a pretty good game. I don't hear people talk about it. It's not a bad game. The first Magna Carta came out on the PS2, which I want to get, and I'm actually going to get the first one. And once I get the first one, I'll play through the first one and then play through the second one. Because I'm weird like that. I like beating games in order, even if they don't have anything to do with each other. It's just weird. All right, now we're going to talk about Dragon Warrior. This game I really like this game. One thing I didn't like about it is is grind heavy. Like, you have to grind in the game. Just like most of the game, you're grinding. And I got to the end of the game, and I lost the save. Pissed. So I got an emulator, and I sped up and went to where I was and beat the game that way. But I wasn't grinding all the way like that again. Then I have Dragon Warrior 2. I haven't played this game yet because after going through everything with Dragon Warrior 1, I was like, yeah, I don't want to go through that again. Even though this is not as grind heavy as the first one. Just, I needed a break from that. Here we have Star Tropics. It's kind of like an action adventure RPG in a way. It has RPG elements. It's a really good game for the NES. Here we have Secret of Mana. This is a classic. I love this game. A lot of people do. I've never beat it, but I've gotten really far and just I'll get stuck at a certain part and just stop playing it. But it's a really good game. Here is Ys 3. This is a good game. I love the Ys series. I've played 1 and 2. I got 3. Really good RPG. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. This game is a lot of flack, but it's a good game. I actually like the game. It's quick. It was actually one of my games that helped me get into RPGs, kind of. So, and that was, the purpose of this game, to help people get into RPGs. So it served its purpose, for me anyway. And then Lufia 2. The Rise of the Essentials. The Curse of Essentials, the first one, I think. But this game is really good. I actually prefer the first one. I like the first one better. Many people like the second one better. But of course, I don't have the first one, which I need to pick it up. And then for the Genesis, we have Beyond Oasis. I always wanted this game. I played it on emulators when I was younger. And when I was younger, I never beat it when I was younger. But I actually need to play through this as well and get through it. Shining Force 1. This is a great game. It's more of a strategy RPG. And I love it. I played through it. I beat it in maybe less than a week. I had 2 days off and I just played straight through it. It's a great game, great series, great beginning of the series. Followed up by Shining Force 2. I haven't played this one too much. I don't know why. Everybody says this is the better one, but I just haven't had time to play through it. When you get so many games, man, it's I have so many games, but I don't have enough time to play them all. And that, I don't like it, but it's the way it is. Landstalker. Played this on the Genesis a long time ago. I got it back, and I haven't really played it since I got it. Phantasy Star 3. I picked this up because I want to play through the whole Phantasy Star series, but the problem is I don't have 2 and 1, so I haven't played them yet. Tracia, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It's an RPG on the Genesis. Haven't really played it too much. The little bit I did play, I loved it. I love the music, the graphics, and everything is good. You don't hear anything much about the RPGs on the Genesis. So I'm making it, a mission of mine to get as many, if not all, the RPGs on the Genesis that I can, and just play through them. And, just shed a little bit more light on them. You don't hear many people talk about our Genesis RPGs on the Genesis, so I would like to do that. That would be pretty awesome. Over here, I have Phantasy Star 4 complete in box. I got this for dirt cheap when I went up to Massachusetts. I went to a little game store, but I haven't played this. I played a little bit of it, but like I said, I like to play my games in order. So I'm waiting to get the second and then the first, which is on the Master System, so I have to buy a Master System for that. This game I'm about to show you guys it's awesome. I don't hear much about it. I don't even see many gameplay videos about it on YouTube. Warsong. This is an awesome game. It's a strategy RPG, kind of like Fire Emblem. It's the first game of the Langrisser series, and this is the only one that was released in America. I really played a lot of this game, and I got pretty far, and then my battery died in the game, so I can't save anymore. So I have to send this game off and get the battery replaced because I'm not going to open it. This game is actually rising in price as well. So, Warsong. And actually, this game is actually part of the reason why I'm a brush with my Japanese, because, like I said, it's the first game of the Langrisser series. Well, they're not released in America, none of them really. So I want to complete the series, And like I said, I read a little bit of Japanese. I took Japanese in high school, so I'm gonna brush back up on it and just get a bunch of those games so I can play through them. And with Shining Force 3 as well, because Shining Force 3, Scenario 2 and 3 are not released in America, so I have to get those two so I can play them, authentically. No mods, no anything, and I'll just be able to read it normally. Battlemaster, here's another one. I seen a gameplay video on it on YouTube, and I decided to pick it up, and haven't played it. Evolution Worlds. Well, Evolution. This is a two-part game on the Dreamcast. It's Evolution 2. There was a remake of Evolution 1 and 2 on the GameCube called Evolution Worlds, but they cut out a lot of the scenes, a lot of the gameplay, so I didn't want to get that one anyway. And I'm not big on remakes. As I pull up a remake, which I'm about to show now. Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy IV. This was actually given to me by my sister. So I'm like, hey, I'm not going to turn down the game. Even though these games, they load pretty slow. So that's something to be aware of. Here is Legend of Dragoon. This is a good game. I played it a little bit when I was in junior high school. The music was great. The graphics were great. I loved everything about the game. I never beat it, but I'm going to play through this and take it out. Probably when I go on vacation next week. Here's Chrono Cross. I played Chrono Trigger, and I love that game, so I pretty much picked this up because I love Chrono Trigger, and I haven't really played through it at all. So now this game here is one of my favorite series on RPG series, period. I love the games. Story is great. The battle mechanics are great. Everything's great, which is Octolad, the collection, which is 1, 2, and 3. This is one of the series that got me really heavy into RPGs. Has Octolad 1, 2, and 3. I always open this thing raw. Always. It comes with, Octolad 1, 2, and 3. And then the first one, by Working Designs, great company. Then it also came with, I've never opened this. Like the little pogs and a memory card holder and stuff. I actually had this game before, the whole collection, and it was missing some pieces. It was given to me, and my sister actually broke one of the discs, and I was upset about it. And then here's the manual from all of them. Better look. But it's a great game, great series about Working Designs. They make, wonderful games. So if you ever come across this, I recommend it. This is one of the games I would pay a lot of money for, and I'm a cheap ass. I don't like paying a lot of money for games at all. Alundra 2, the game is okay. I played a little bit of the first Alundra, and that's the reason why I got this game, because I thought, it would be like the second one, the first one, but it's not. It's okay. Here is Final Fantasy VII. It's a great RPG, maybe like the second or third RPG I played through. It's a great game, but not my favorite RPG of the Final Fantasy series, which would be 6 and 10. Good game, but I think it's overrated. Shoot me. Final Fantasy 8. Hate to say it, I played through a little bit of it, and it's okay. I'm gonna get 9 and play through that. I think Final Fantasy is the only series where I don't care about playing through, it in order. I don't, because the first one I actually played and beat was 6. So I guess that's why. But I stand by 6 all the way. And last but not least, Ogre Battle 64. This is a great game. It's pretty good. It actually, I played the one on the Super Nintendo, and I thought that was great, so I got this one. And I'm actually, another game that is not shown, I don't know where the hell it is, probably behind one of my dressers, is Final Fantasy Tactics. I have that as well. That's a great game too. But that's, I have that in one of my other videos. But that's about it, man, for my little RPG collection. I'm actually building that as we speak. I have a couple more on the way. I'm in a group on Facebook called Old School RPGs that I'm actually in. And the guys are always recommending good RPGs, like stuff I might have never heard of or something like that. And I've actually ordered quite a few recently because of those guys. Old School RPGs on Facebook. But that's it. I just want to talk about some of the games I have, and I'll be coming up with another video soon, probably later on this week. But rate, subscribe, and like the video. Peace.